This is the state machine simulation using MATLAB Simulink. You can access MATLAB from my.apps.utip.edu. Just enter your UTIP credentials and click on the Logon button. The first time you access my.apps.utip.edu, you have to install the Citrix receiver. Then you'll get this screen. And under the All Apps, you can scroll down and you'll be able to find MATLAB 2014. Just click on it to launch it. This is the main MATLAB window from where we can open the Simulink. Just go to the Home ribbon, New, Simulink Model. This is the Simulink. Now we need to go to the Library Browser button and look for the Stateflow library that is here at the bottom. From there, we're going to select the chart and drag it to our Simulink window. Now we're going to go again to our library browser and look for a sine wave. We select the sine wave block, drag it and drop it on the Simulink window. Now in our sine wave block, we're going to type U to declare the input U. Going back to the library browser, now we're gonna look for a scope. We're gonna select it and drag it to our Simulink window. Now we're gonna double click on the sine wave block to modify the wave amplitude to a value greater than 1. I'm using 3. Just click OK. Now double click on the chart block to open the Stateflow editor. On the Stateflow editor, drag the state object and change its name to on. Then drag another state object and change its name to off. The transitions can be modeled between states by connecting them using the transition object, just dragging it from one state to the other. To transition from on to off on this system, it will be modeled with the following event. When the value of the input U becomes less than 0, it will transition to the off state. The second event to transition from the off state to the on state, it will be when the input value U becomes greater than 0. An input of 1 will be sent to Simulink when the system enters the on state. To do this, type the following directly on the on state block. Y equals 1. Also, an input of -1 will be sent to Simulink when the system enters the off state. This by typing Y equals -1. The keyword entry is added automatically, and it means that this action will be executed as soon as the state is entered. Now, place a default transition on the on state to define the initial state. Now we will run our state machine, just clicking Run. Simulink identifies the variables used in the diagram, U as an input and Y as an output. After running the state machine and pressing OK to the symbol wizard with the inputs and outputs that Simulink identified, when you go to your Simulink editor, you will find that the chart block now it has an input and output port. Connect the sine wave to the input port of the chart block and the output of the chart block to the input port of the scope. Double-click on the scope to see the response when the machine is running. Now double-click on your chart block to run the state machine and see the transitions on the scope. Now I'm gonna run it step by step. And this is it. Thank you for watching.